morning, everyone. I hope you all are well. Still very much looking forward to seeing you in the studio soon. So welcome. Today we are going to be doing much of our work outside of the chair. So I want to begin with just taking some time to slow down. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Sit all the way back. Close your eyes. Take a big breath. And try to relax more and more throughout your body. And as much as you can, try to tune in to how you feel. So we're just taking some time to be aware of what's going on. We come to our practice with different things happening, physical things. Sometimes we're stiff or sore, whatever. Sometimes our minds are very busy. That is very common. And sometimes we are overwhelmed emotionally. Just be aware of what's happening for you without giving it too much attention. And you're still softening and relaxing. And go ahead and turn your awareness inside to your breath. So don't try to change it. Just be aware of how your breath feels. Let it do what it needs to do. And notice if somehow you can invite more ease into your body, your mind, and your breath. Giving yourself permission to slow down. Okay, and then open your eyes. And we're going to take a couple of big breaths together. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Big breath. And exhale. Now before we move to standing, we're just going to do a simple tapping on the upper chest for a little bit of energy. When you do this, you want to take in some big breaths and let them out as a big sigh. So inhale. And again. One more time. Okay, so today we are focusing on standing poses, balance, a little bit of strengthening, a little bit of footwork, and then we will have a shavasana afterwards. So let's move to standing. And I'm going to ask that you take your chair and have the seat of the chair supported at a wall. Kind of like that. Or maybe a piece of really heavy furniture. You just want to make sure your chair is not going to move when we do some of these things. One of the standing poses that we're going to do will involve kind of pressing into the chair, so it's helpful to have that support. And we're going to begin here with a full body warm-up. So you might not be able to see some of what I'm doing. I'm trying my best to get it all in. But basically, I'm moving into a half standing forward bend, and I'm going to lift opposite arm and leg. Okay, so every time I exhale, I'm going to switch. And you can just follow along, moving at your pace. So first go ahead and move into the half standing forward bend. Legs are pretty straight without locking the knees. And the spine is long. Now when you do this, the back of your neck will also be long. That's the spine. So you're going to be looking straight down at the ground. Now if it's too much to let go of the chair, then just do the legs. Okay, so looking straight down, take a breath in. As you exhale again, you're going to lift your opposite arm and leg, and then release. Okay, as you exhale again, the other side floats up and then release. And just keep it going at an easy pace. Warming up the body a little bit. Okay, go ahead and release your arms and legs down. Slowly come on up. Maybe give yourself a wiggle, take a breath. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of work for the feet. So I'm going to explain it here and then move back a little bit and show you. I just want to make sure you can hear it. So basically what I'm going to be doing is taking a step back. The front leg will be bent, and I'm moving that foot back as far as I can keep my heel all the way down, okay? Because we're going to be moving up and down, just to kind of work the feet a little bit and stretch out that lower leg. So I'm going to move back here so you can actually see my feet. Okay, so I'm taking a big step back, front leg is bent, and then I'm going to move on to the ball of the foot and then press. Way up high and then press. sure that you press that heel all the way down. And then take it way up high. Let's hold it here. Now, of course, you can be holding onto your chair if you need support. Okay, release down, step forward, and we'll try that on the other side. Front leg is bent. Whenever you're ready, way up high, and then press. Easy pace. Let's take it up and hold it. Okay, go ahead and release, step forward. And then we're going to do some simple work for the upper legs. So go ahead and take your feet wide. And then as you're ready, you can move up and down slowly. And just allow the lower back and the buttocks to relax a bit. Legs are nice and strong. And just keep it going. Okay, let's come down, and we're going to hold it here. Again, this area of the body's a little bit relaxed, a little bit loose. Let that breath flow. And sometimes maybe you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Sometimes you want to ease up a little bit. Okay, go ahead and come on up. Wiggle those feet in. Give your legs a shake. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing is a balance pose, tree pose. And I'm going to offer several variations here. You can kind of play with this and do what you like to do. Feel free to hold it as long as you like. Of course, you could stop the video. And if you don't want to hold it as long as I do, that's fine as well. Just, again, listen to what your body needs today. So my feet are about hip-width apart. Now, before we actually move into tree pose, we're going to stand in mountain pose. So bring your awareness to your feet and begin to distribute the weight. Have some weight at the ball of the foot by the big toe, the ball of the foot by the little toe, and of course at the back of the heel. And then just begin to release the weight down so legs become nice and heavy. You feel anchored. Okay? My lower back is relaxed, my buttocks relaxed. My legs are straight, I'm not locking the knees. And just for a moment, take the arms out. Allow the chest to expand. And then relax your arms. Go ahead and lower your gaze. Find something to focus on. And just continue to feel the pose here. So lower body is nice and weighted. Of course, the weight is distributed throughout the feet. The chest is just slightly expanded. Breath is flowing. And really try to get a sense of feeling grounded, feeling strong. Okay, so we're going to move right into tree pose. Now, if you don't need your chair for this, don't use it. You can stand by your chair, maybe have that hand hovering over your chair just in case you need it. So we're going to lift the right leg first. Okay, so shifting your weight over the left leg, begin to press through that left leg. When you press, the spine grows tall. Okay, we want to maintain the length in the spine, the pressing into that left leg. We want to maintain that throughout the pose. Now, the first option I'm going to give you is the easiest. I'm just going to lift my right foot off the floor. I am focusing on a point out ahead of me on the ground. Again, I'm pressing through my left leg, standing tall. I'm a little bit relaxed. And I'm breathing consistently. Okay, so another option here would be to take that bottom of your right foot. You can place it on the lower left leg. You can also place that foot on your upper left leg, kind of like that. Pressing the two together may help keep that foot in place, but a lot of it really depends on the fabric. If you have a slick fabric on, your tights are slick, then more than likely your foot is going to slide. You just have to do the best you can. If you have shorts on, that's really ideal because you have skin on skin, and usually that stays in place. So do what works. Lower left leg, upper left leg. You can do any variation that you like with your arms if you don't need to use the chair. Just try to keep the arms relaxed, upper body relaxed. I'm still pressing through that left leg, and I'm still allowing that spine to grow tall. Maybe I just want to bring my hands to heart center. Another option here would be to clasp your hands around the right knee. And they're all kind of fun. You can play with them and see what you like to do. Sometimes I just like a very simple balance pose, and I take that foot on the lower leg, and I just relax my arms completely. And just pay attention to what's going on in your body. Are you tightening up? Do you feel tense? Can you stand a little taller? Are you breathing? Okay, let's go ahead and release that leg. Give that left leg a wiggle. Take a big breath. And we're going to try that on the other side. Okay, so you start with your feet hip-width apart, a quick little mountain pose here, getting grounded, feeling strong in the legs, feeling even throughout the body. Find your focus point. When you're ready, shift your weight over the right leg. Begin to press through that right leg. Again, the spine grows nice and tall. Try to maintain that. When you're ready, you can begin to balance. Take the time to distribute the weight throughout the foot. Maybe you want to go super simple. Or maybe you want to go into the full tree pose. I like trying a little bit of everything. Some days I want super simple, I want easy, and some days I feel like challenging myself just a little bit more. And notice if you can relax by getting away from holding in the body, pressing through that right leg. That right leg is so strong right now, standing tall. And again, definitely feel free to change the position a little bit. Use that chair if you need it. That's why it's there. Okay, very nice. You can release out of tree pose, wiggle that right leg. Little pause, take a big breath. Okay, so we're going to give our legs a bit of a stretch. Now the first thing we are going to do is stretch the lower legs. And this is where it's very helpful to have the seat of your chair supported by something. Okay, so you start about here. You're going to take a big step back with the right foot. Wiggle the left foot forward so that the left knee is over the ankle. You're taking your right foot back as far as you can keep that heel all the way down. And then you're going to lean forward. Okay, so maybe like that, maybe like this. Maybe you want to wiggle way back and extend the arms. But you want to press into that back heel a lot. And just keep pressing here. Try to relax. As always, let the breath flow. Again, so you're leaning toward your chair and you're pressing into that back heel. Go ahead and come on up. We're just going to switch legs, so stepping forward with the right, back with the left. Take your time, get everything right. When you're ready, lean in and press into that left back heel. And today, this leg's a little bit tighter for me. Just kind of notice how you feel. a big breath, little wiggle. And now we're moving right into the half standing forward bend. Okay, so for this, we're taking our feet back and we're lengthening the spine and the arms. And we want to have the hips about over the ankles with the legs straight. And again, you're going to be looking straight down at the floor. So some of the time you can gently press into your hands to help lengthen the upper body. And then some of the time press into your heels and lift the sitting bones gently to help emphasize the stretch in the backs of the legs. Bend the right leg only. Keep that left leg straight. And then you can switch your legs, straighten the right leg, bend the left leg. Okay, both legs are straight. And then bend the legs, slowly come on up. Just a little pause here, another wiggle. Now we're going to be moving right back into that pose. We'll start out in the half standing forward bend. And then we're going to take the feet wide for a variation of the wide ankle standing forward bend. So give your arms a wiggle, maybe the shoulders as well. And then when you're ready, go ahead and move back into the standing forward bend, and then take your feet wide. I know you can't see my feet here. I'll run out so you can. But take your feet wide and turn your toes in and begin to press into the outside of the heels. So it should look like this. Now, if you like, you can use blocks, so take your hands to blocks instead of using the chair. I like using the chair when I'm doing chair yoga. It gives you a nice stretch in the upper body. It really is very helpful for the shoulders and upper back. But I also enjoy the regular pose, taking my hands to blocks or to the floor. So feel free to mix it up a little bit. Again, we're pressing into the outside of the heels. Spine is long. And then slowly come on up. Wiggle your feet in, make your way to standing. Big breath. And just for a second, close your eyes here. Little pause. Okay, so the last standing pose is going to be the full standing forward bend. Now I'm going to kind of describe what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to move out a little bit so that you can see my full body. So basically, I'm starting out in the half standing forward bend, taking my hands to my legs, folding forward about halfway with a long spine. Legs are straight, of course, knees are not locked. And then slowly lowering down as far as I want. So if you like, you can stay in the half standing forward bend, or maybe you want to come down a little bit more, or maybe you want to release all the way and allow the neck and shoulders and arms to really relax, okay? So just kind of play with it. Now I'm going to move out here. So half standing, folding forward. Maybe folding forward a bit more. And maybe folding forward all the way. Bending the legs, slowly come on up. Close your eyes once again. Nice big breath. Okay, so we are going to have a seat now. I'm going to put my slippers back on. It's a very chilly morning here today. We had some rain yesterday, so it's pretty chilly. I want you to make yourself comfortable for our relaxation. If you want to lie down on the floor, feel free. I'm just going to stay here in my chair. I'm going to bring my feet up and kind of get cozy. So whatever pose you like, go ahead and do that now. Sit all the way back. If you're lying back on the ground, just begin to release throughout the body. Feel heavy. Feel that connection with the ground. And notice how everything feels. Notice any changes. All of that new energy in the body. Be aware of that. Notice if you've had any mental shifts. Sometimes we come to class and our mind is very busy. And then afterwards, it is much more at ease. Once again, bring your awareness to your breath, allowing it to be completely effortless. Notice how every breath feels. And let's move our awareness to our face and begin to relax the muscles here. And that includes the space between the brows, the forehead. Allow your eyes to be soft. And create space between your upper and lower teeth to relax your jaw. And sometimes I like to just slightly part my lips. Also allow your tongue and throat to be super soft. And move your awareness throughout your body, letting go of the holding, letting go of the tension that still remains. And notice where you're giving your weight to the ground. Okay, for me, obviously I'm feeling it in my lower body, my sitting bones. If you're lying back, you might feel it evenly throughout your body. Maybe you have your legs up the wall, you might feel quite a bit of weight in the backs of your hips, the buttocks. Be aware of that. That connection to the ground. And then just take your time here, slowing down, being easy with yourself, allowing yourself to relax completely. And whenever you notice that your mind is wandering, because it will, over and over and over, when you're aware of it, just kind of move back inside to what you feel. Notice what you feel. Okay, we're trying to get away from the thinking and move more toward the feeling. And when you feel as if you have softened completely, ask yourself if you can soften even more, even more. Even more. And please continue to relax for as long as you like. so much for being here today. Namaste.